All right, guys, let's talk about which is a 2002 movie adaptation of adaptation of the Scooby Doo show, and it's one of those things that I grew up with as a kid. I watched this movie so many times. I own the DVD. I've owned the same copy of the DVD since watched it as a kid, and it's one of those movies that I can watch anytime, and I really, really love. And it's one of those movies too that really gets a bad critical reception. And I mean, who can blame him? It's directed by Raja Gosnell, who started directing Home Alone 3, and also did stuff like Never Been Kissed, Big Mama's House, Show Dogs, the Smurfs movies, Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So I completely see why people don't like this guy's stuff. But for me, this is really childhood nostalgia than anything. Like, I am so nostalgic for this movie. But honestly, this movie, though, to me, I feel like has a lot of things about it that are creditable. I think that it has a great cast, great actors that play these characters very, very well. I really thought that every actor playing the gang really did bring a sense of adapting from cartoon to screen. I really did love these performances from everybody. I thought everybody was really fun and entertaining. But the movie also suffers from being from 2002, so it's got really wacky CGI that watching it nowadays is very, very not great. And I can see why people think that, definitely. But for me, it kind of gives me a charm, in my opinion, for this movie because, again, I grew up with it. But watching it, it's funny too because also I feel like another sense of credibility towards this movie is James Gunn wrote this, so that's really cool, and I really liked the fact that this is where James Gunn started. And I also have nostalgia for Home Alone 3 as well, so it's not like I haven't seen many of his other movies. I might eventually, just out of sheer curiosity, because this is a director who is lambasted and hated with almost every single movie that he's done. So it's so funny that this guy directed this movie, and I do feel bad for him personally, just because he does make a lot of movies that are not quote unquote good. A lot of people say. So I don't know. I really think that this one, to me, is just so fun and entertaining. I really like these characters. I really like the way that they're played, and I think that the story is basic. It's a basic story of Scooby-Doo, except for the gang breaks up at the beginning of the movie, and of course they get back together in like 2 minutes, even though of course the film is supposed to say that it's longer than that. It's like a year, couple years. And then they go to this mystery park where there's this guy named Emil Mondavarius, who is running it, and you realize in the end that it's Scrappy Doo as the villain, which was such a weird thing because watching the cartoons as a kid, I don't remember him being like that. I don't remember him being the villain. I don't remember that. In the ones I've seen, I don't remember Scrappy Doo being the villain. But I really like the idea of Scrappy Doo being this jealous character. He's jealous of Scooby Doo and jealous of like the gang and how he's being annoying. And there's that flashback that Velma has where he pees on Daphne, he just pees on her, and then they kick him out for that, which makes total sense. But Scrappy Doo, of course, is in this version is just evil. I guess he's a bad guy. Like, he's jealous, and he does all this stuff. He creates this theme park. He does all this black magic, and it's very, very out there. I'm not saying the movie's good in that way, but it's funny to see that this movie does that. It's really hilarious to see Scrappy Doo as the villain. Again, it's one of those movies that it just has, for me, growing up with it, it has the childhood charm to it, the nostalgia. But I feel like there are things that are fine about it. Like, I don't think that this movie should be like declared like one of the worst movies ever, and I don't think it is, but I think that a lot of people think that this is really, really bad. And I guess as an adult, if I watch this, I could maybe see that, but I still think that the movie, for me, as a kid watching it, I thought was fun, and I still think it's fun now rewatching it. So overall, this is just one of those movies that is a very nostalgia heavy movie, but I think that it does have some credibility to it, and I think it's fun. I think it's enjoyable, and I enjoy it a lot. So Yeah. If you like this video, check out my other content, like, share, and subscribe. Also, start a conversation down below with me. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.